I'm digging through the glove box. I thought I had a map in here. The driver's door doesn't lock. I bought the car my junior year. There's candy in my backpack, and you can pick our soundtrack. We're heading for the East Coast tonight, so pack your bags and hold on tight, 'cause we're taking off. Pack up here, drag you in. Pack up here, in. Drag your backpack here, in. Back coast, hold back there in. Run away with me, we're on the way to New York City. Take my hand and see, Manhattan never looks so pretty. Travel light and see the world right. You'll never know if you never go. So run away with me and say hello to New York City.
Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Bugün sizinle yine bomba gibi bir yayında birlikte olacağız. Bugün daha güzel yapacağım yayınımı. Daha uzun yapacağım. Daha zevkli, daha eğlenceli olacak. Novigrad'daki görevleri bitirmeye çalışacağız. Bugünkü temennimiz bu yönde. Onu da bitirirsek sonra gemiyle diğer bölgeye gidip Siri'yi aramaya devam edeceğiz arkadaşlar. Evet. Yavaşça durduralım. Başlayalım. Evet.
As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrad. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
Evet. Şimdi ana meydandaki hırsızları bulup dikkatlice takip edeceğiz. Temennimiz bu. Bakalım. Biraz yavaş yürüyelim de. Evet. Biraz yavaş yürüyüp bakalım şöyle. Bu arada ben de bir yayın açayım. Yayın kontrolünü açayım. Bunu kapatalım. Kanalı açalım. Yine bir şeyler oldu şurada ama Ozan'la kadın neler yaptı anlamadım. Bir şeyler dönüyor. Şimdi bakacağım onlara da. Kendime bakayım da. Evet. Herhalde yayın olarak bir sıkıntım yok. Biraz daha çevirmem gerekiyormuş. Evet, devam edelim. Şimdi bir tane hırsız arayacağız. Evet, şu hırsıza benziyor. Aha, tarafta.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Biraz daha uzakta duralım. Evet, bakalım şunların inlerini bulalım. Neredeler? Buradan gideceğiz. Bilet satıcı diyor. Sinema oynanıyormuş burada. Onun biletiymiş. Ben de diyorum bu bilet ne? Ha bulduk. Al. Vereyim.
Some other time. I'm in a hurry.
Evet, bugünkü bağışımızı da yaptık. Artık kazası belası gönül rahatlığıyla gidebiliriz.
Bonnie bugs that prance by here, cheeks like food bellows, begging to be squeezed. Help a poor fellow out.
Bayağı bildiğin
I'm knackered. Will we receive any restitution for our investment into men?
boğazıma kaçtım. Elden ele paylaşıyorlar. Gel.
I think I'm in love.
Dur, uzaktan takip edelim bakalım. Şu dilenciler kralını bir bulsam. Gerisi gelecek muhtemelen de. Şu adamı bulmak lazım. Bu önemli.
Hey, pretty boy. What do I gotta do to get a lovely pala like yours? Mug like that won't get you a copper. Looks to be elegant like me.
Nereye götürüyor beni ya? Pardon kadın. Önümde durmayacaktım. Bunlar da buranın Suriyelileri herhalde. Aha. Oğlum. Aha, geçen geldiğim yer. İçeriye girememiştim ya. Hayırdır, beni mi çarpmaya çalışıyorsun? Çalalım bakalım.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Merak ettim.
Doing some sightseeing. Kind of curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worm's been eating him for 5 years now.
O da güzelmiş.
Take a
Öldürmüşler.
look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
They're right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grave's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up.
İyi, öderiz parasını ya. Parası neyse veririz. Al.
You may enter. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons. They'll be safe in your locker.
İnansam mı acaba? Tamam ya, bırakayım.
Fine.
Witcher masaya gel alırım.
Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries. Be waiting for you once you're done with the king.
Hadi bakalım.
Can I help you in any way?
Baya güzel, ilginç bir yer yapmışlar. Ha, sayıreler falan var. Aa, ne güzel sayıresın sen öyle. Neyse, sonra uğrarım ya. Bağırmana gerek yok.
Good.
time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without
Aha,
our
Tris
help,
Merigold.
you're sitting
Herhalde.
ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Oldu, seninle hayırdır yani. Merak ediyordum da. Meselen var herhalde senin. Bir söyle
Am I
bakalım.
mistaken? Or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with two swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these days.
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well crafted. See, Witcher, I've got plans, big plans, far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
Ne istiyorsun söyle bakalım.
Man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural.
Dinlerken hayırdır.
Yeah,
Aynen.
mine. And my friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because like I see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
Bunu da valla sağa solu belli olmuyor ha. Bir Yennefer'e bir buna. Tam
What's your
Kazanova ya.
arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be...
şimdilik şurada dursun. Şu Discord'dan gelen bir şey var. Olay var. Zımbırtı. O zımbırtıyı bir kaldırayım. Yok, anlık bildirim falan verme. Evet, devam edelim.
Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
Get on your sorceress.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Öyle canım, ne yeni hayatı.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. Nice to hear a few kind words, but my friend needs his weapons.
Course, I got 'em. Said I'd have 'em, give 'em back. So I'm giving 'em back.
Ver bakalım silahlara bak.
Here's your junk.
Thanks.
You
Neresi
watch
burada
out
lan?
for yourself.
Seni 2-3'e böler.
Novigrad's not what it used to be. Not a city for you.
I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely,
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
her. Here. No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Buradan şöyle bir gidelim bakalım. Bakalım burada ne olacak. Birisi beni bir yerlere götürüyordu. Hadi bakalım hayırlısı. Acaba ne belasına sokacak bizi? Hadi bakalım. Burası mı yeni evin? Ha değil.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Aynen fedakarlık
Some
yapalım.
causes require a sacrifice.
Causes? What about people?
For people, same holds true.
So, maybe you care to dive in after that sack for me?
You win.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Evet, depoya gidelim. Ha, garip olan. Yani. Bir şey yok herhalde. İyi, buralardaki şeyleri toplayalım. Bayağı bir şey öğrendik.
Free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean something.
Vallahi bulduk ha.
So many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things: coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically... Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Şuraya dalalım bakalım. Ha, buldum galiba. İkisinden biri olabilir. Değil. O değil. Hangisi? Şu tarafa bakalım. Belki bu taraftadır, değil mi? Allah Allah, neredeki paket? Görebiliyor musunuz kırmızı dekoralı bir şey? Şahsen ben göremiyorum. Ha, gördüm, tamam, ilerideymiş. Buldum. Benim de leş gibi oldu ha.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
Allah doğru söylüyor. Çok bir şeyler onda. Witcher 2'de bayağı güzel faydalandı Trisfit'ten ya. Yennefer'deki yokluğu bildiğin Geralt Tris'ten çıkardı yani.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
Merak
The
ettim.
eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon and Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's
Aynen
done.
öyle.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine, a full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related.
Hadi bakalım. Git.
Hurry, Geralt. I'll cover half the space. You take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents.
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a
Arada bir sıçanları da öldüreyim şöyle de.
They killed my king. Look for crevices and droplets.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Bayağı sıçanı öldüre gidiyoruz ama bir işimize yaramıyor ya. Ha, buldum.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Bir yere daha yerleştirecekmiş. Hadi bakalım. Şu an nerede? Allah Allah, nerede ki diğeri? Burada değil. Olabilir mi bakalım. Burada da yok. Allah Allah, üçüncü delik nerede ki? Ha, buldum. Buraya es geçmişim. Görmemişim burayı. Evet.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
I was worried about
Evet, bu güzel bir şey. En son galiba şey yapmıştık ya, kötü ayrıldık, kötü hatırlıyorum.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Bilmiyorum valla. Göremiyoruz karıyı.
Don't know yet.
Kadın yok orada da.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Are lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working?
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage,
Vay
sorceress, what have you.
şerefsiz.
Didn't have the heart to refuse.
Şerefsiz.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Aa, geri alacağım şimdi. Ben sana göstereceğim geri almayı.
I can see that and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Looking for a break.
You're dead! You're gone!
We killed him!
That bastard hired me on the assumption you wouldn't have to pay.
Yani şimdi kaşınmadılar mı? Bence kaşındılar yani.
Not for you. We need to find Brandon.
Şerefsizi bulalım.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them,
Hadi lan
they'd
oradan.
have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live.
Aha, mantıklı.
Pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
Aynen, teşekküre gerek yok yani. Yardım ettik işte.
You know, I've been thinking he might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Onira man.
Elindeki ateşi kapat bari ya. Birileri daha görecek, yine kapışacağız.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Kareen's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, Dejon Kier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
Aynen, şunu diyelim.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Kareen goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the base, near the fish market. Stop by.
Aha, bu da yanına davet etti. Tamam. Bu gece ben şu Keira'yı da şuna vurayım ya. Bakalım yan görevi var mı? 7 level vermiş görevi. Bunun ucunda var. Gözetmenle konuşacağız. Bunu yaparız. Keira ile konuşacağız. Hadi bakalım.
Save me. I'm dying.
Burada bir yerlerdeymiş bu da. Heh, buldum.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
Evet, Corinne'yi
I'm
arıyorum.
looking
Hadi
for
bakalım.
Kareen Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place then. Kareen is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Sen niye burada bekliyorsun ki?
Not
İçeride
interested in
beklesene.
what's going on inside. Seeing it for yourself.
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Kareen requested she not be disturbed.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
Güzel batıl inançlara inanıyorlar değil mi?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week, well, you shan't believe it, I found human feces in the parlor.
Ben bir içeriye girip bakayım
Like
ya,
to go
merak ettim.
inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
Hadi girelim bakalım, merak ettim şimdi.
Is it in case the first one breaks?
Winds howling.
Hadi gelmişken malzeme de toplayalım değil mi? Adam bankacıymış zaten, bunları kazanır ya.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it!
Aha kırdım. Güzel. O bayağı bir şey çıktı ha buradan da. Yalnız burası gizli bölme gibi bir yermiş galiba. Devamı olmayan bir yer. Buradan çıkayım, çok karanlık ya.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Bakalım ne yapıyor burada. Vay anasını satayım, canavar şey yapıyor. Ele geçirmiş.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Aynen, ben bir çatı katına gideyim, sen burada yat.
Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Leave it.
Yok kapı ya, niye böyle bu? Böyle şey.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Ay yanlış mı? Bunu kullanacağım. Çizimi bir inceleyelim bakalım. Neredeymiş şu çizim? Evet. Aa, bunlar güzelmiş. Bunları falan takabilirim. Yaramıyor. Bir kılıcı bu olabilir. Bu da avcısı kılıcı. Bak bu iyiymiş ama bunda da şey yok. Suyun yeri yok. Pes etmenin şansı. Buna verelim. Yanmaya sebep olma şansı. Buna verelim. Bunu verelim. Tamam. Şimdi bir de bunu değiştirmemiz gerekiyor. Ya bu gördüğünüz gibi taşlı. O yüzden taşı taktım. Bu da taşlı aslında ama buna baktığımda bu daha iyi duruyor. Bu biraz daha hafif duruyor diğerine göre. Sadece zırhı fazla. Diğerleri hemen bakalım ya. Ekstradan bunlar var. Tek farkı bu. Bunu mu taksam diyeceğim de. Bence ben bunu takayım. Güzelmiş. Buna bakalım. Suikastçı pantolonu. Aynısı bende de var. Her şey aynı. Bunda yalnız cam fazla. Bu kadar. Bu diyebiliriz. Bana şu üzerimizdeki şeyleri çıkarmak lazım. Bakalım çıkarabiliyoruz mu? Gerçi burada yapamıyordum onu. Şeye gitmem gerekiyordu. Şu vurduğumuz yer var ya. Kılıçlara. Oraya gitmemiz gerekiyordu da. Ha biz şey okuyacaktık. Şu çizimi inceleyecektik değil mi? Aslında o yüzden açmıştım ben bunu. Bu tarafından çiziyor. Dedik çizim tamam.
Strange stuff. A doll. Drawing shows it lying in a cradle. Maybe I should find one.
İyice aşağı indik gördüğünüz gibi.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it.
Ha buldum.
Please.
Abi bir saniye aşağıymışım ya yanlış yaptım. Buraya çıkmamız gerekiyor.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Ha buldum beşiği.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle.
Bu neymiş öyle ya?
Saw an oven in the cellar. Maybe I'll find another clue there.
Doğru çıkıyormuş. Bakalım çıkıp. Yani oralara çıkmış zaten. İçerisi çok karanlık, hiçbir şey göremiyorum ya. Böyle bir, çok kötü bir aslında. Muhtemelen yukarıda ya. Abi bir yerden sesler geliyor ama nereden geliyor çözemiyorum. Düşme sesi duydum. Ama nereden? Nerede olacak? Aha, birini buldum.
Well, Witcher, what have you learned? More importantly, what have you resolved?
Aa çalışıyoruz dur bakalım ya.
Something or someone's playing hide and seek with me in there. Left signs showing where to go, what to do. I'll try to figure out what's going on and who it is.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Truth is, we're already
Arkadaş bir ocağı bulamadık ya. Nerede olacak? Orada fena uyku çöktü. Niye böyle oldu bilmiyorum ya. Sözde 2 saat yapacaktım. Yine yapamayacağım herhalde. Gerçi dün biraz geç yattım. Olmuş. Olabilir. Bayağı acayip uykum geldi şu an. Ya da şöyle yaparız. Bir 5 dakika ara veririz. Ben kendime bir şeyler yaparım. Bu şekilde de hallederiz. Bu arada. Aklımdayken böyle deli sorular gelebiliyor. Lan bir bulamadık gitti şu ocağı ya. Nerede ki bu ocak? Buradan bakalım. Buradır. Ya ama kadında ocağın ne işi var diye sorarlar. Değil mi? Bir aşağı inelim. Muhtemelen buralarda bir yerlerde. Ha bulduk. Güzel. Bakalım merak ettim. Aha. Buldu seni.
Did I scare you?
Aa şeydeyim bu ya.
Scared you, didn't I? Could tell you were scared.
Bizim Johnny.
Big brave
Johnny'den.
man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
Lan ne oyun çıktın ya.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the
Nasıl
dreamer
bir şeydi?
nightmares,
Söylesene
and won't
Johnny
let her
ya.
wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
Hadi bakalım seninle bir
Sarah,
anlaşma yapacağız.
Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Evet, şimdi şu şeyi de konuşalım bakalım.
Good day.
Belki bu çocuğun sesi geliyormuş. Ben diyordum ya kimin sesi geliyor diye.
The second
Buymuş yani.
Is it in case the first one breaks?
İçeriye ya. Kalktı. Günaydın.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture.
O nasıl bir hikayedir öyle ya?
Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We Witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the
Tamam,
Golden
gelirim
Stage.
ya.
I rent a room there.
Gelirim.
See you there.
Şimdi Yennefer. Reis bir de bu. Hadi bakalım. Aa, bir de şey vardı. Keira vardı. Değil mi?
Truth is, we're all very dependent on... I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Evet, şimdi. Bence şunu konuşalım.
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
Kötü oldu ya.
The second sword.
Neyse abi,
Is it
gidelim.
in case...
Yakınmış bu arada, o yüzden koşuyorum. Evet, az kaldı bakalım. Aha, dur, ilan tahtası var. Buradan ilan alalım. O da güzel. Da para veriyormuş. Muhtemelen benden bahsediyor. Bir okuyalım bakalım, merak ettim. Evet. Gözlerim kapanmaya başlamış bu arada. Fark ediyorsunuzdur siz de. Böyle aydınlık içersin. Amma karışık oda seçmiş be. Kapıyı vurdu be.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. We must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer.
Haydi bakalım.
It's important you're truthful. Answer.
Bu arada bu bitsin, kapatacağım. Bayağı bir uyku çöktü. Yarın devam edeceğim. Şu düş görme işiyle alakalı bir soralım bakalım ne istiyor.
Tell me how it works.
It's hard to describe. To start with, I must gain an understanding of the bond between the person and the object I'm to dream about. I ask questions, try to flesh out feelings, emotions. Truth is essential in this, and though most who come to me acknowledge that, many refuse to speak openly of certain matters. Apart from which, they remain unaware of others, further obscuring things.
What do you see in your dreams?
I don't. It's my client who sees. My gift lies in summoning the right dreams. At times, nightmares or strong desires impose themselves on true events. It takes skill to separate seed from chaff.
Hadi bakalım şu işi yapalım.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Hadi bir an daha paylaşalım.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Bir de şundan
Ciri was
bahsedelim.
orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard.
En azından bize de anlatsın, bize
No
dinleyelim
idea
ya.
what to do
Ben
with a young
hatırlamıyorum
girl.
çünkü.
So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Hadi bir tane daha anlatayım ya.
Yes, I
Bu
think so.
hikayeleri bir dinleyelim. En azından.
I'm listening.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
Aynen, bir tane daha anlatacağım. Ondan sonra devam
Then
edelim.
please do.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd.
Burası
A boy
5.
with a pitchfork. He ran it
Bayağı
right through my
yüklenmiş.
gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Siri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a
Bir anda
place where
almışım.
apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. It was the last time I saw her.
Sonra?
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
Alakalı bir şey söylemeyeyim. Bilmiyorum.
They call Siri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Siri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Hayır. Sana yeter.
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you
Artık
cared
dönüş
about me.
işini.
But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Siri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Siri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was.
Aynen bunları aramıştır. Başka kim arayacak?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Bu olabilir bak. Aa, hemen daldı rüyaya valla. Dandelion falan herhalde. Aha bir şey yapalım. Ne mi uyumuş ya acaba?
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Siri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
The Rosemary and Thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Evet, teşekkür ederim yardım için. Bundan sonrasında artık yarın
Good
devam
luck,
edeceğim.
Witcher. I hope you find your Siri.
Evet, biberiye ve kekeye gideceğiz. Tabi bunu dediğim gibi yarın yapacağım. Burada bunu kaydedip evet, çıkıyorum. Bugün yine az oldu, farkındayım, yapacak bir şey yok ama gerçekten çok yorgunum. Arada fark etmişsinizdir, bir ara dağılmışım. Yani bir şey görmüşüm ve gördüysem onu da hatırlamıyorum. Yani o derece uykum gelmiş. Bir şey söylüyordum, sonradan fark ettim. Ne söylediğimi de anlamadım yani. Diyorum ben ne diyorum. O yüzden yarın devam ederiz kaldığımız yerden. Teşekkür ederim izlediğiniz için. Yarınki yayında görüşmek üzere. Şimdilik hoşçakalın diyorum. Yarın bakalım gideceğiz. Ile alakalı bir şeyler öğreneceğiz. Şimdilik hoşçakalın.
Windows down. Did you forget your phone cord? Well, why small town. Dinner at an IHOP, a shower at a truck stop. We'll listen to some Johnny Cash. Take my hand and don't look back, 'cause we're moving on. Pack back here, track is in. Pack back here, in. Track here, back here, in back coast, hold back there in. Run away with me, we're on the way to New York City. Take my hand and see, Manhattan never looks so pretty. Travel light and see the world right, you'll never know if you never go. So run away with me and say hello to New York City. And say hello to New York City. Say hello to New York City. Run away with me, we're on the way to New York City. Take my hand and see, Manhattan never looks so pretty. Travel light and see the world right, well, you never know if you never go. So run away with me. Stroll the midtown streets and tell me that you don't feel giddy. Lady Liberty ain't throwing us a wink, or is she? Travel light and see the world right, you'll never know if you never go. So run away with me and say hello to New York City.